Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within.
Good evening, 10:23 p.m. The main purpose of this episode is do the dishes for God. I've got a story in regards to do the dishes for God. But before I get to that, I did want to say that it turns out I'm good at recording episodes. And when I say I'm good at it, I'll do it. I could literally do it every day. If tasked, I could record an episode every day. I could, I read good content out of A Course in Miracles, so I could talk about that. I could grab plenty of books off the bookshelf and talk about that. I'm honestly willing to ramble about nothing. I'm not saying that would be good, but if tasked, I could produce a podcast episode 10 minutes every day. And it turns out that is a skill. On my coaching call this morning, we're tasked with, one of the things we were tasked to do is publish a lot, learn to publish, create that publishing base of content, learn how to communicate with your audience, learn how to test ideas. I'm just laughing about that because you really have to, excuse my language, have to have your shit together to test ideas. Those could be marketing ideas or sales ideas or content ideas. I personally am shooting from the hip a lot. And I appreciate your patience with me in that regard. But again, we were ordered is a strong word, but encouraged to create a YouTube channel or blog, write, or audio via podcast. I obviously chose podcast, and where I'm behind on many things, one of which is the summit, although I'm on task on the summit now. I'm getting it done. I'm inviting the speakers. A tremendous success that I had today was, there's an affiliate contract to have the speaker sign, and then there's the summit guest speaker contract to have them signed, and they're super basic. It's super basic, and lets people know that, hey, I'm going to use the content that I'm creating, and also that there is affiliate opportunities, income opportunities for the speakers. Here's how long it lasts. Here's how much you get, and it's all in writing. And so I had created all this in DocuSign. At first, I was just sending out these contracts, which is burly. It's a burly process for me to even if it's templated, to recreate them, send them out, and then these days, printing something out, signing it, rescanning it, and sending it back. Like, what an order. That's freaking ridiculous, especially when you've got DocuSign. So created all this stuff in DocuSign, got the stuff sent out to the speakers, and they are efficiently signing via DocuSign, and everybody's happy. So tremendous success today in that the DocuSign contracts that I had created, the system I created within DocuSign that is now very easy to use, worked. So that's just huge. I feel really good about that right now. But again, yes, so Summit's chugging along, reaching out, learning, got my who, we've started the tech side of it. So that's all happening. But the true commitment to having the idea, that didn't solidify until months and months past that due date. In theory, starting of month 2. So you're in the coaching group for 1 full month. You establish your publishing platform, and then you charge on the summit. And supposedly you're supposed to be done with the summit by the end of month 4. Well, I'm in the game now 8 months, and I'm a month into the summit. I'm not going to be done for a couple more months. Anyhow, we all know this. You've been through the ups and downs of the pain. Thank God the contracts were going well today because that made me feel like I've had tremendous progress. Nonetheless, it is clear that the publishing that I am consistently doing is a good thing. And although I find it easy, generally speaking, a lot of other people don't, or haven't prioritized it, or just haven't, it hasn't been the priority. And so I had this thought, perhaps I could help other people learn how to publish more consistently. That is something that I have to offer in the group that I'm in, because they're encouraging us to trade services with each other. And I'm like, well, what do I have to offer? I'm like, well, here I am recording again. Yes. Where was I going with all that? So it just was a pleasant reminder that I am on task, on track with some of the stuff, although it feels like I am not on track with a lot of the stuff. And I'm not sure if I had said this before on one of my episodes, but I had this vision of when the summit is done, when the Tools for a Good Life Summit is done and complete, I'm very much looking to go on tour with it, go on podcast tour, like tell people it's a good thing to talk about. It's going to be a great thing to promote. And I'm very excited to have that to lead to get on podcasts, other people's podcasts, and be interviewed. And I think it'll be great content also for the podcast hosts. People are thirsty for good content. So very excited about that. That is definitely helping pull me forward. Not sure how that ultimately will look or will materialize, but I think that could be a fun thing. What else? Do the dishes for God. There's the whole do the dishes for God thing. And I'm going to tell the story. I think that I think I'm going to save that for the next episode. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yes, another story. If I treated my wife as nice as I treated that dog that I had, this is when I was married. Oh my gosh, how good my relationship may have been. And perhaps, Dawn, I love you. Wouldn't have walked out the door back in the day. I say that with love. Oh my God. So those are two stories that I can't wait to do episodes about. So I'm teasing you right now. These are teasers. Do the dishes for God. And if I treated my wife as nice as I treated that damn dog. Oh, goodness gracious. Love to all. I very excited about what's happening. I'm yeah, life is good. I'm gonna call it good. Peace out.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.